What's going on, guys? Here are a ton of little bowls with animals in them. So I went to the pet shop, or rather the aquarium shop, made a nice donation to their bank account today. And we have some amazing little additions. So as you guys already know, I already have a 6-line wrasse. And here's a new little peanut. So super, super adorable. Going in the smaller tank, going in the lagoon tank. Continuing the warfare, waging the warfare on the vermeted snails, as you guys know. So got some bumblebees coming in live and direct. Got some Mexican turbos, so they're looking good. Waging warfare on the hair algae. So I got this really cool pincushion. He's probably double the size of the existing one that I have. So super excited about him. And oops, sorry little guy or gal. Got the cute little Royal Gramma fairy basslet, whatever you guys want to call it. Captive bred from Biota aquariums. So kind of excited about her or him. And replacing the one that, don't know, it just kind of kicked the bucket. And then lastly, but not least, got some good-sized firefish. So these are replacing a couple of the other ones that I had that also just did not make it. And hopefully we'll take away some of the aggression that I've had on the third firefish, which I hope is still in here. Truly I do. Because it was cute and small. These two turds were just picking on her or him. So we'll see. Friendly, the tail spot, hanging out, saying what's up. So hopefully he'll get in focus, maybe not. And can we get him in focus? Anybody? There we go. Maybe get away from the screen. So anyways, tail spot Blenny. And yes, other than that, going to be doing a water change very shortly. You know, we just posted the video, what's going on with the tangerine. So it was a couple days later since the last shots that I took. Still not super happy with what, was going on there, but he's definitely starting to recover, I would like to think, after this water change. So it's been about 4 or 5 days since the water change. But still has a little slash marks on it. But we've got green all around him. So, and sea salt wise, second time getting this stuff from Aquaforest. It's not my go-to. But it does a job. I think it's pretty comparable to the HW Reefer. So anyways, so hopefully it's going to go great with these little fellas. Actually really excited because the Pincushion, the snails, both sets of snails, they were all at 102.5 straight out of the pet shop. So super excited about that because, as you guys know, inverts are really fussy when it comes to salinity changes. So still just being super extra careful. You guys are probably wondering, like, why are they up on your counter and not drip acclimating? That's because I just don't drip acclimate, guys. What I do is I actually get this little shot, espresso shot glass, and I microdose the salt water in little bits at a time, and then I then use the digital refractometer to see what's going on. So I just take hours to do it. I have much better success doing it that way. And let's face it, I only have 2 drip acclimators. I don't have 6. So that's what's going on with that. And now the fish, though, they were all at 118. I'm at 102.5 in the tank right now. So I haven't checked. Well, why don't we go ahead and check real quick while we're talking here. Let's see what's going on with this whole situation. I mean, it's been over probably an hour and a half now. Also, what I recommend you guys doing, if you are new to the trade or whatever, make sure you feed your fish when you get them. Let's see what's going on. What do we got? 1024, sweet. That's awesome. It's a big improvement. I'll show you how I did that actually. It's taken me a little bit to kind of learn how to speed things up from doing it just over a long period of time. Let's go ahead and check the other one real quick. Let's see what we got here. So this is the fairy basslett's one. 1025, wow. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to, now that they're up there, that's a pretty significant change over the last 2 hours. I just want to make sure they're happy and safe. Obviously they're nice moving in there. But what I really highly recommend you guys do is feed your little fish when you get them and bring them home, because you don't know the last time that they got fed at the pet store. Yeah, you may have asked, you know, whoever you bought them from to go ahead and feed them before you left, just to show you that they're eating, which fine. But time elapses, you know, and sometimes, I mean, these little fish, they have really small bellies. So what I highly recommend is, let's see here. There goes one of the cups. So get some of this cool stuff and get some Celcon, you know, get some Celcon and throw it into the food. And that way you're just giving them that little extra boost before they go into whatever kind of war zone that they're about to have to go into with the tank, because obviously they're going to have some sort of aggression. And then, you know, if you guys are not using a refractometer to acclimate your new animals to your aquarium, just poo-poo on you. You already spend a lot of money on this trade. You care for your fish. You know, next sale, bulk resupply, you can get these at sub $100. They're just such a great asset, and it's the true scientific way to get these little guys acclimated. Don't just do it based off time. Like, that's kind of like licking your finger, putting it up in the wind, and kind of seeing which way the wind's blowing. Do it intelligently, just like you do with everything else, guys and gals. Take the time, you know, wait 6 hours. I mean, shoot, you guys probably, if you've been subscribed for a while or just like my videos, you've probably seen when I did my second round of acclimation for my urchins, it took like frigging 8 hours. Now, why did it take that long? Well, that's because it was at a really low salinity. I had to bring it up. And then I also was not taking the water out as often and then replacing it. I was basically just continuously adding water to it. Well, that's obviously going to take more time. It's less stress on the animal, that's for sure. But so actually what I did was probably about halfway through, maybe an hour in, I don't know. I basically went into each one of these containers, and I took water out. So that way it was a much richer mix of my water versus the water that they're coming from. So so that's what's going on, guys. I hope this helps you all out, gives you some really cool pointers, just stuff that I've picked up over time. As you can see, it's definitely sped up my whole situation today. I'm not gonna have to wait hours, like lots of hours. And I'm gonna get these fish in. So remember, if you're gonna drip acclimate, fine, just use a digital refractometer, feed your fish, and lastly, introduce your fish later in the day, either at night or right when you're about to feed all your fish. And you know what? Do an extra favor to them and prime them. Feed them a few hours before. Don't make them freaking ravenous like you do every day. I mean, granted, I know some of you guys probably feed multiple times a day. I don't. I feed once a day, but I give But go ahead and prime your fish with a little extra food. That way they're not as aggressive. They've already eaten recently. And that way when you feed the food, you get that positive reinforcement that these other fish are not going to take food away from them. And, you know, once again, you got to train these fish to start feeding like your other ones, right? So these ones aren't necessarily used to your schedule yet, you know? So hopefully this is providing some success for you guys, and we'll talk soon.